Okay, great. Welcome to Grow Moringa Farms. Just wanted to get started. Thanks everybody for coming in. Welcome Facebook, welcome TikTok, welcome the Grow Moringa Collective. We're out here in Plant City. Beautiful. Hey, welcome. We are out here in Plant City where we have a moringa farm. This moringa farm is over 2.5 acres, and in the first couple years we have established the field out just behind me. So we have a field here is blocked out. It's really just about a quarter, almost a half an acre just here. We have about 4 or 5 rows that are spanning the distance of about 200 feet. You can see that we have a double row of trees on mounds, and then we have a gap in the middle here. This is where we have the grass, and we just can drive through here. And then we have another row, another double row just behind that, and it just keeps going back and back and back. So I use cutters very simply. I just use very simple cutters. I have sometimes a little bit of a bigger one. This works really well, hand tool. And of course, my main go-to is really just a simple curved saw. This is really nice for scoring all the way around, and I really like this. So what I'm gonna do is just quickly go get some trees, some greens, just from some branches behind me, and you can watch to see how easy it is just to grab a few trees. Let's see, is this one? That one? Is it that one? It's that one. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go get this one. I'm just gonna use this. I'm gonna score all the way around so you guys can see and hear this harvest. Let's try it again. Beautiful. We have ourselves a beautiful cutting. You can see that I cut it at about a 45-degree angle here, and I cut it about 18 inches from the split. The next step from here is to pull the branches off like this. We got ourselves a fresh harvest. This beautiful fresh harvest can be sold fresh just like this, and this cutting can actually be regrown into a whole new tree. What I like to do is I like to keep the very tip like this on the branch. I like to keep the very tip on the branch, so that way when I stick this back in the ground, the energy is still intact. The energy from this DNA strand, this perfect DNA strand that's up here, that's perfectly growing out, doesn't disrupt the flow of energy. Because if you cut the head essentially off, if you just cut the head off, then it's going to have a much harder time regrowing into a new cutting if this head is removed. If you were to just stick it in the ground, it would start resprouting a lot faster, as long as you keep this head part intact. And so put the cutting in. That's why I cut it at an angle as well, so that way it's easy to just stick right in the ground. And now we have fresh greens. Lots of fresh greens. beautiful fresh greens. And from here, this very tip one is still green and still soft. You can even cook this whole thing. It's very nice to cook this entire thing like this. But the next step from here is to strip the greens from the branches to be left with a pile of branches. Hey, welcome everybody. Hey Lana, good to see you, welcome. I'm out here in the field. It's really nice out here in Plant City. And we are in the middle of our Moringa conference event that we have over the weekend, which you're more than welcome to reach us also in the members area. Looks like it's also having just trouble connecting to the internet out here. But I just wanted to come out at least to show you all the field, to show you how you can harvest the trees very easily, kind of like the structure and the flow of the field. Okay. Well, Zoom kicked me off just because of connection. But if you have any questions, Lana, of course, I'm happy to help. I just wanted to show the field here. We're getting our event started for the day. We have people showing up soon, and we're having a great time teaching others about Moringa today. I am filming for about 3 days. We filmed all day yesterday. And we are getting back in the saddle again today. We're having a great morning so far. It's beautiful out. That's why I like doing it this time of year, because it's really nice. It's a little bit cooler. And the trees are also still intact. They haven't really been affected too much by the cold. But what's cool is that sometimes I've noticed that they actually will yellow a little bit in like colder weather, but then they'll even they'll green up as soon as it warms back up again. Okay, back on Zoom. Connections a little slow. Even if I have to end this a little bit early, that'll be fine. I'm gonna go back probably into the farmhouse and set up out there. This worked fine last year. But let's see, we'll get it started one more time. Let's try it one more time. Oh, good.
Recording in progress.
Good. All right, we're back. Really just wanted to say, hey, everybody that's coming in to our Facebook Live here at the Grow Moringa Collective, as well as others inside of the Grow Moringa Collective members area that are catching this live stream as well in full view and able to also communicate and share screen with us as we show people about the design of the field here. I have about 5 rows now that cover about a half an acre in this area, and each row and dip is about 12 feet wide. So the dip is 12 feet wide, and then the row is 12 feet wide, then the dip is 12 feet wide, and then the row is 12 feet wide. And that's how I've been designing this field out here. And cutting the trees back very regularly, getting sticks like this and sticking them in the ground, and then restarting new trees from cuttings is also very advantageous. If you're doing it from a cutting, keep this tip top intact. Keep the tip top intact, and that will also help your cutting regrow a lot faster. So I'll stick that in the ground. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Welcome. We'll probably hang out for another 10 minutes or so. Thanks, Gilberto. If you have any questions, let us know. We're here in Plant City. I just finished my book, Grow Moringa, The Ultimate Guide, and it is a jam-packed educational powerhouse of a textbook that is teaching everybody about the moringa tree, how to grow it, how to harvest it, how to make extra income from that tree. So that way you can make money from moringa at the farmer's market, at stores, local stores, or even ship across the country trees and your moringa products. All from a very simple, once the system is set up, it does its own thing. I mean, it took me about 3 years. It's really been about 2.5 solid years of really working this field, trying to get it to this level where now all the trees are just getting cut back and cut back and cut back every week. You know, I'm out here in the field. I really just grab my handsaw every day and I make just a little cut off of each tree, and it keeps the tree short and bushy, and that helps it thicken the trees back up, so that way the stalks get thicker and they can last through the winter much better that way. And they also are easier to harvest and grab the leaves. They're not so far away. And it also helps to produce lots of fresh leaves super fast that are reachable. You know, I can reach the greens a lot easier if the trees are short. If the trees are super tall, I'm not able to even get into the tree or utilize or benefit from the greens. So yeah, I just wanted to show you harvest. In case you had any questions, please don't hesitate to ask any questions here. Hey there, Kenneth, welcome. We're out here in the field in Plant City, in my farm in Plant City. Hopefully you're doing well. I do believe, coming to visit you at your place not too long ago. Maybe it's been about 2 years now. I really loved Kenneth's backyard. It had a really nice plot of moringa trees in a tight area, just in his backyard, like in a grid. It was really cool, and you could kind of walk through it, and the trees were just covering your head, and it was a really tight-knit little area, and it was really cool because it was just a normal backyard, and then you would just walk into this like little moringa forest. So thanks for staying in touch, and I hope everything's doing well. We have a 3-day conference event that we're underway now. Yesterday was a full day of events. Now we're also getting through, today is starting off with just in the field, just harvesting, just opening up, light conversation, letting everybody know that we're going to be presenting throughout the day. So I'm having some trouble connecting with the internet out here in this area. So what I'll do is I'll end this meeting and I'll come back. And after we made this harvest here, we just made a little harvest, I'm gonna show everybody how to dry the leaves. Okay, it just keeps kicking me back off.
Recording in progress.
Kicking me back on here. So, not a problem. Just at least wanted to get out here just for a quick second, at least have a little bit of footage for you guys and say, hey, good morning.